Alright, so today we're going to be showcasing the brand new Extreme Z Awakening for Mecha, Frieza, and King Cold. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg of Battlefield memories to get these guys 100% start of, and then Easy A. I'm not Easy-Aing them personally on my JP main account because I don't have them 100% and I'm just saving it up. But when this drops on Global, you know for sure I'm getting that Easy A. So to start off this showcase, we are running him under his 200% leader, which is the physical metal cooler. Starter turn defense with his best linking partner in the support on the third spot is 284,000. He's getting that defense right now from the 120% attack defense starter turn. We have more than 3 Wicked Bloodline allies, which will get him an additional 90% attack and defense. Per Wicked Bloodline, will get him 30% attack and defense, which is only capped at 3. He does get 30% on attacking, and then he gets a raised defense on 18 key or raised attack and defense on the 12 key. He's also providing all my Wicked Bloodlines with 30% attack. And then he's also providing all allies with a key +1 defense 50%, as long as everybody's in Wicked Bloodline. So, pretty much a Wicked Bloodline support for 50% defense. So they are better starter turn than Frieza and the majority of free-to-play Wicked Bloodline units. They're not technically a first slot unit, however, I do want to see how much attack and stuff that Prime Battle Frieza will get. That's also very important, as you're most likely going to be linking them up together. Thing is, Frieza loses big bad bosses if you don't put him in the middle. 6.8 million to start things off, which is a good amount of attack stats. He's getting 30% on passive and 30% on defense. So he should get roughly over 400,000 or more, I don't really know, after super attacking, which is fairly good, especially when you consider other Wicked Bloodline units. They don't get as much as defense, they're mainly attacking, but I think this is probably the, other than like Ella Int Metal Cooler Army, this is probably like the most defensive Wicked Bloodline free-to-play unit that has actually some good utility with supporting. And then also his 12 key lowers attack, and his 18 key raises extreme class allies attack by 35% for 2 turns. So I'd really run this more on a STR Cooler team. So then STR Cooler will stack, and then his attack will be just outrageous if you have these guys super attacking in a different slot. We have every single link activated. Level 10 links, crazy. 329,000 defense, a lot higher, because we're getting tough as nails as well. So if you can get something like this, that is actually insane. Because now that shoots him up at least over 500,000 defense, right? So like 30% defense is like 100,000. Yeah, it's like easily over 500k. It is very rare you're going to have it like that, but it is possible, to say the very least. Hey, yo, don't kill! You fool! What the heck? At least it shows that Frieza actually does some good damage with him. Alright, so for a bit, we will actually be able to get the Super Saiyan buff. So in their previous form, they would just get like Ki for versing Super Saiyans. Now, they get 9 Ki. And they get an additional super attack. So that's also buffing them up with the 12 key mechanic raising attack and defense, which is huge. If you're going to be filling out the hidden potential, I do recommend just, again, like for most free-to-play is additional and dodge for the most part. We are just absolutely killing. I want to relax a little. So in this slot, we have a rotation with support to 84. And I should be seeing a one-shot kill here, a one-turn kill here. Just solo from King Cold Mecha Frieza. 7.3 million attack stat. And then the additional. Yeah, very, very good. Like, in the perfect rotation, they're like 600,000 plus defense, double super after. It's nuts, actually. It's just unfortunate that the rest of the Wicked Bloodline is like barely usable in the toughest red zone just because they're super fragile. kind of like Vegeta family, where it's like mostly attack for us, for free-to-play units, and less defensive capabilities. I know a lot of people do love their attack-based teams, for sure, though. I'm just keeping the metal coolers on rotation here so they don't screw up any supporting or anything like that, if you're wondering. So yeah, I can definitely see you guys running this guy as like a third slot unit, as a nice little support for your Wicked Bloodline units. Pretty good post super. Start of turn defense, not the greatest. You'll only worry about that start of turn defense when obviously you're versing somebody that can AoE, aka Mega. And then you just might have to be worried about super attacks in general. As I would say, he's not obviously invincible against supers. Alright, we're going to throw King Cold here. This is our best rotation, if you guys forgot already. Let's just see what the attack stat is. And then we're going to move on to him being as a free-to-play leader, as that is an important thing about him. Being a 130% Wicked Bloodline leader, if you don't have, like, the necessary leader skills, he could be a nice little substitute. I say he, but it's them, in a way. 7.7. Unfortunately, this Gohan is not a part of the Super Saiyans category. But yeah, fairly easy. Frieza, though, hitting 7 million is actually pretty good. It does shoot up Frieza's capability, for sure. Not like it would make that much of a difference. Alright, so we're jumping into the Metal Cooler Red Zone, the stage 4. I just want to see what his stats are like if I was to run him as the leader, and on a friend leader that I would choose more often than obviously Physical Metal Cooler. Because truth be told, Physical Metal Cooler, I would never run to him. I just don't like him. I really don't. So let's go and pop that. Just for survivability's sake, we will keep this rotation. And we can lower the attack. So, you know what? We'll just Whis up here. I don't know if... Can STR Cooler destroy the Cyclopean Guard in one turn? I actually don't know. Doesn't look like it with 2.6 million attack stat. Maybe the turn after. Maybe, like... We'll take... I didn't know. Remember him having so little health. Okay, yeah. He's got so much defense or damage reduction. But we're still lowering attack, which is good. I haven't done this event for ages, too. Damn, we got really good, cool RNG there. So in this team, everybody 100%. It's 509,000 HP, which is... pretty decent for a Wicked Bloodline team. There's not too many LRs. I mean, you could increase the HP a little bit more with LR Metal Cooler, but generally, this is the amount of HP, decent amount of HP for this team. Alright, let's see what the stats are looking like here. 227,000. So we're losing about 80,000. Post-super, I guess that is just barely 350k or something like that. Which does make it really hard. Which does make it a lot harder to use him. If you versus Super Saiyans, though, you'd probably get to a reasonable amount of defense. But in this case, we are not. So he's just like a nice little strong-hitting support unit at the end of the day. Which I'm not too mad about. Now, in all honesty, should this unit have been better? 100%. I feel like Battlefield LRs, especially when they EZA, should be... at least top 5 easily. Because of the sheer amount of Battlefield memories needed to just EZA them, and for starting players to even just purchase them and 100% them. If you're starting from 0, at this point, from this LR onwards, it takes like almost a whole entire year just to get them from 100% and EZA'd. So the most likely sense is to have them at least like 5 months ahead of the meta or something for free to play, at least. If you look at it current state right now, they're actually still one of the better extreme side. It's not saying too much just because of how bad extreme side has been treated. And so I do understand why they don't have guard damage reduction, because you give them guard damage reduction like what the super units have, then they would be the top end of characters for extreme side, which Dokkan doesn't want to have as a free-to-play option. I think Dokkan has always had free-to-play follow the steps of pay-to-play, and once they hit a certain threshold that Super has, then they can start putting these overpowered abilities on them. If you look at the recent units that we've gotten for free-to-play, super typing, we got GT Vegeta. It was only because the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku was just so good. The Earthbred Fighters has just had such a massive buff in Golden Week that they can afford to do that, just because they have so much other pay-to-play options that it is like small amounts of people will have to use that free-to-play unit. That's probably what they want. So I do like King Cold and Mecha Frieza at where extreme side is, but obviously future-proofing, they're a bit meh. I guess that's all I wanted to say. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know your thoughts on King Cold and Mecha Frieza. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on. Shout outs to my members on screen right here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.